2026 is already stacked, and a few releases are making the GOT race surprisingly crowded. I'm Alice, and these are the new PS5 and PC games that have actually earned attention so far. From horror to racing and RPGs, there's plenty here. Let's jump into the list. At number 1, Resident Evil Requiem feels like the clearest GOT contender on this list, mixing slow survival horror with explosive action. Grace Ashcroft brings tense exploration, puzzles, and careful resource management, while Leon Kennedy pushes the pace with harder combat and bigger set pieces. I really like that contrast, because the campaign rarely settles into one rhythm. If this list helps, hit like, subscribe, and comment your favorite game so far. The atmosphere is nasty, the environments look incredibly detailed, and every quiet room makes you expect trouble. Requiem also feels like a smart evolution of modern Resident Evil, rather than a simple repeat. For horror fans, it is already one of 2026's biggest releases. Taking number 2, 007 First Light turns Bond into a flexible action hero instead of locking him into pure stealth. Missions mix infiltration, gadgets, brawls, gunfights, driving, and cinematic escapes. That variety keeps the campaign moving without losing the spy fantasy. I especially like how improvised situations can shift from quiet planning to complete chaos. The younger Bond angle gives the story room to show him learning the job. It is slick, accessible, and easily one of 2026's standout adventures. Number 3 goes to Pragmata, a strange sci-fi adventure built around 2 characters working as one. Hugh handles movement and shooting, while Diana hacks enemy defenses during combat, creating a rhythm that feels different from standard third-person action. I like how the hacking layer makes every encounter more thoughtful without slowing everything down. The lunar setting adds isolation, mystery, and clean futuristic visuals. Pragmata took years to arrive, but its unusual combat idea makes the final game feel genuinely fresh. At number 4, Crimson Desert is all about scale, freedom, and messy open-world adventure. You can ride across huge landscapes, climb, glide, fight groups of enemies, and stumble into side activities almost anywhere. Combat has a heavy physical feel, with grabs, counters, and attacks that send bodies flying. I honestly enjoy how unpredictable the world can become. It is not a quiet RPG, but if you want a massive 2026 game packed with spectacle, Crimson Desert delivers plenty of it. Racing takes number 5 with Forza Horizon 6, bringing the festival formula to Japan with an enormous collection of cars and roads built for constant exploration. You can jump between street races, off-road events, drifting, challenges, and casual cruising without much friction. The scenery looks fantastic, especially when city lights and countryside routes start blending together. I think this is the easiest game here to play for 10 minutes or 3 hours. It delivers pure, polished driving freedom every time. A darker sci-fi mood defines number 6, Saros. Housemarque's fast shooter built around repeated runs and permanent progression. Projectiles fill the screen, movement stays aggressive, and every encounter asks you to read patterns while keeping pressure on enemies. The alien world feels hostile but beautiful, which gives the action a strong identity. I love how responsive everything looks and feels once fights become busy. Saros is demanding, but its speed and replayable structure make successful runs feel genuinely satisfying overall. Combat variety pushes Nioh 3 into number 7, with samurai and ninja styles giving you 2 very different ways to survive. One favors direct weapon crusher, while the other opens faster movement and trickier tools. Larger open fields also give exploration more breathing room than earlier entries. I really like having that freedom between intense fights. The difficulty is still serious, but building your character and learning enemy patterns remains addictive. For action RPG fans, this one hits hard today. Pirate freedom sails into number 8 with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, bringing Edward Kenway's Caribbean adventure into a modern presentation. Naval battles, island exploration, stealth, sword fights, and treasure hunting still create an easygoing rhythm between major missions. I think the ship combat remains the biggest reason this adventure works so well. The refreshed version makes its classic systems easier to revisit in 2026. If you missed Black Flag before, this is a strong excuse to board again now. At number 9, Beast of Reincarnation mixes sharp swordplay with tactical decisions in a ruined future shaped by strange creatures. Emma fights directly, while Ku adds support options that can change how encounters unfold. Parries matter, positioning matters, and the combat rewards paying attention rather than button mashing. I like how the game combines emotional character moments with dangerous exploration. It feels focused without being tiny. For players wanting a fresh action RPG in 2026, this deserves attention right now. Cooperation changes the mood at number 10 with Big Walk, a social puzzle adventure built around exploring strange spaces with other players. The challenges depend on communication, observation, and figuring things out together instead of chasing high damage numbers. That makes every group feel different. I honestly love how relaxed and funny it can become when everyone misunderstands the same puzzle. Big Walk is a refreshing break from huge cinematic blockbusters, and its simple teamwork creates stories naturally with friends. Bright comic book energy powers number 11, Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls, a tag fighter built around Marvel heroes and Arc System Works style. Teams create fast exchanges, assists, flashy supers, and constant opportunities to switch momentum. The animation looks ridiculously clean, especially when familiar characters explode across the screen with exaggerated attacks. I really enjoy how distinct it feels from other Marvel fighters. Competitive players can dig into the systems, while casual fans still get immediate superhero spectacle almost every round. Extraction tension lands at number 12 with Marathon, where every run asks whether you should fight, loot, or get out while you still can. Different runner shells support different approaches, and other players make every encounter unpredictable. The clean sci-fi art direction gives the world a striking look without hiding important information. I like how quickly a calm route can turn stressful. Marathon is not for everyone, but players who enjoy PvPe, risk, and progression have plenty to chase here. At number 13, LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight mixes playful exploration with a much more physical style of superhero combat. Batman uses gadgets, counters, movement tools, and different suits, while Gotham opens up around him. References to decades of Batman stories give longtime fans plenty to spot. I think the best part is how it stays funny without making the action feel disposable. It works for younger players, longtime fans, and anyone wanting an easygoing open-world adventure today. Halo reaches number 14 with Campaign Evolved, rebuilding the original Master Chief adventure for modern hardware and a new audience. Familiar missions return with smoother controls, refreshed cinematics, updated presentation, and the same mix of weapons, vehicles, and alien encounters. I still love how readable Halo combat feels when enemies, grenades, and movement all collide. The campaign is straightforward compared with giant open worlds, and that is part of its charm. Sometimes a focused sci-fi shooter is exactly enough here. Classic JRPG adventure takes number 15 in Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, which rebuilds its enormous journey with charming diorama-style visuals. Turn-based battles remain approachable, while the story keeps sending you toward new places, characters, and problems across different eras. The presentation gives everything a warm, handcrafted feeling. I really like how relaxed it can feel between bigger story moments. It is still a substantial RPG, but the remake makes that commitment much easier for modern players to fully embrace today. A surprise return earns number 16 for God of War Sons of Sparta, shifting Kratos into a retro-styled, two-dimensional action platformer. Combat stays aggressive, but the smaller format creates a completely different pace from the recent cinematic games. Platforming, encounters, and replayable challenges keep things moving quickly. I honestly like seeing this series embrace something compact and playful again. It may not have the scale of Ragnarok, but that is exactly why it stands out among 2026 releases this year. Horror gets intimate at number 17 with Reanimal, a dark cooperative adventure built around two children moving through disturbing environments together. Puzzles, hiding, platforming, and sudden threats keep the tension high without turning the game into non-stop combat. The creature designs are wonderfully unpleasant, and the perspective makes ordinary spaces feel enormous. I think its strongest trick is making cooperation feel vulnerable instead of empowering. If you enjoy cinematic horror adventures, Reanimal offers a nasty little journey worth sharing today. Crime drama arrives at number 18 through Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties, pairing a rebuilt classic with a brand new companion story. Street fights, emotional scenes, bizarre side activities, and dense city exploration create that familiar Yakuza balance of serious and ridiculous. The extra Dark Ties content gives returning players something genuinely new. I love how quickly these games can move from heartfelt drama to complete nonsense. It is a generous package for newcomers and longtime series regulars alike today. Monster collecting takes number 19 in Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, trading real-time hunts for a story-focused turn-based RPG. You raise monsties, build a party, explore colorful regions, and use battle relationships to counter enemy attacks. The conflict between kingdoms gives the adventure more narrative weight than the mainline hunting games. I really like how friendly the systems feel without becoming shallow. It is a great choice for players who want Monster Hunter with calmer pacing and real charm. Music Shapes number 20, Mixtape. A coming-of-age adventure where memories, friendship, and a chosen soundtrack carry the experience. Instead of chasing constant combat, the game focuses on moments, conversations, movement, and the feeling of being young with nowhere urgent to be. The visual style gives every scene personality. I honestly find that change of pace refreshing. Mixtape is shorter and quieter than most games here, but its move can linger much longer than another giant boss fight for me anyway. Old school charm digs into number 21 with Mina the Hollower, a top-down action adventure built around exploration, secrets, and precise combat. Mina can burrow through the ground, dodge danger, uncover hidden routes, and use different tools against strange enemies. Its pixel art looks deliberately classic, without feeling limited. I really like how movement and discovery feed into each other. For anyone who misses compact adventures with dense maps and meaningful secrets, Mina offers a smart, modern version of that formula. Tactical Chaos owns number 22 in Mewgenics, where breeding strange cats is only the beginning of a deep turn-based roguelike. Genetics, abilities, equipment, positioning, and random events can completely reshape a run. That unpredictability makes experimentation feel more important than following one perfect strategy. I love how ridiculous the presentation gets while the systems remain surprisingly serious underneath. It looks silly at first glance, but Mewgenics can easily consume hours once its combinations start clicking together in surprising new ways. Adventure feels nostalgic at number 23 with The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennial Tales, an action RPG that sends its hero across different periods. Real-time combat keeps encounters active, while exploration, equipment, and story progression give the journey a classic structure. The pixel-inspired presentation looks clean and inviting, without feeling stuck in the past. I think its biggest strength is accessibility. It has enough depth for RPG fans, but the moment-to-moment play stays easy to understand and enjoy today too. A harsh fantasy world claims number 24 in Gothic 1 Remake, rebuilding the Valley of Mines for modern RPG players. The setting feels dangerous, factions have their own interests, and progression asks you to earn strength instead of handing it over immediately. Exploration rewards curiosity, but wandering carelessly can get you punished fast. I like how little the world seems to care about making you feel special. That rough attitude gives Gothic a distinct flavor besides smoother modern RPGs today. Closing at number 25, Life is Strange Reunion brings Max and Chloe back together for another choice-driven story. Conversations, relationships, difficult decisions, and Max's rewind abilities shape the experience more than traditional combat. Chloe's perspective adds a different emotional energy and keeps the story from feeling one-sided. I really like that the series still makes small personal moments feel important. If you prefer character drama over skill checks and boss fights, Reunion gives this list a softer, thoughtful final finish.